In this session, I would like to tell you about CSS spacing values. What are CSS spacing values? I will define one root folder to make an output. Open VS Studio Code. There we can see I will define this lesson number 18 spacing value and select a folder. Now we can see this is our one of the root folder for spacing value. For that, I will take new file, name it as spacing value class.html. So this is our HTML file, but we couldn't find any kind of starter template. To load that template, we have to use one trigger known as HTML5. Here you can see there is a starter template. Hit enter. Now we can see this is our starter template. So now we will discuss about spacing value. What I will do is first I will tell you about what are those spacing value. Number one is padding. Number two is margin. These two are the spacing values to assign some space between padding and margin. Let me discuss about this padding. Padding always provides some space between box 2 within the box, or between the space between box and para if there is an para. Let me discuss about this padding. So now what I will do is I will create one box. This is box 1. So now it seems to be like this. This is division class box 1. Now what I will do is I will assign internal style sheet. For that I will use style like this. This is internal style sheet HTML5 tag. Here I will assign some CSS to this box 1. For that this is a class. This is a division having a class attribute. For that just I will select for class attribute like a dot. There I will mention our class name as box 1. I will define some properties to this box 1 as 450px width, and I will define some height as 250px. There I will define some background color is equal to orange. Just save this one. Now we can see it seems to be like this. I will open this output in our browser. Now we can see this is one of output in our browser. Then I will define one paragraph in between this division. So for that I will type only P. Then we can see hit enter. Now you can see this is the paragraph. There I would like to mention some paragraph. Lazy dog. So I will put some content over here and I will copy paste a couple of times. Then we can see this is our paragraph. Just save this one. Now we can see there is a para with some background color. Here in this browser we can see this is the output. It seems to be like this. This is our output. Okay. So what I will do is we have to assign some space. Between this para and the background box. For that we have to assign some values known as padding. I will assign some padding as 20px. Now we can see, save this one. Now we can see there is a space between this paragraph. In the sense, this padding always allows a space from top side, right side, bottom side and left side. If you assign any kind of syntax like padding as 20px, then this 20px padding value will apply for 4 sides. If you need one specific side, then you can also add padding as specific side. Either it may be left, top, right, whatever it may be. 20px. Now I will assign one specific side like this. I will comment out by hitting Ctrl+/ in VS Code. Then you can easily find out that comment out tag having like this. Now what I will do is I would like to assign padding left, top, bottom, right. We can independently assign any side of value. I will assign padding top as 50 px for this box. Here we can see I couldn't hit save button. Now we can see it seems to be like this. But I will save this one. We can see there is a padding in top area only. This is having in top area only. So what I will do is I will comment out by hitting Control \. Then after that we can see I will assign another syntax in CSS to assigning padding. So that padding I will assign padding. I need specific dimension, specific value for each side. I want to assign top for 50 px, right for 50 px, bottom for 70 px, and left for 60 px. Top, right, bottom, left. So we assigned 4 side of values. Just save this one. Now we can see there is an output. It seems to be like this. Here we assigned these property padding values for each side. So this is another kind of method to apply padding value to this specific box. Save this one. Now we can see the output. And I will take another file for margin. What does it mean by margin? And spacing and margin are having spacing and margin having spaces same values, like there here in this margin also had this kind of top, right, bottom, left values. Now we will see about this margin also how we can apply. So what I will do is I will take new document known as I will assign like margin class. So a class that it should be HTML format. Just hit .html, hit enter. Now we can see these are our new document. Here also we need some HTML starter template. Then what I will do is I will type HTML5. Now we can see this is the starter template. Here in this document what I will do is I will insert 2 classes known as box1. So I will take like this known as box1. Save this one, and after that I will take another box known as box2. Now we can see we had 2 more boxes, and those boxes are not a parent or children's, they are independent tags. So here we can see I will assign internal CSS by hitting style. Now we can see this is style tag. We have to assign some CSS to both divisions. First I will assign for box as box1. Now we can see I will define some width is equal to 450 px. As usual I will assign some height is equal to 250 px. Then after that I will assign for background color is equal to orange. Now I will save this one and have a look how it seems to be in our preview, and open in live server. Now we can see it seems to be like this. This is margin box. Now we can see I will assign one CSS to this second box also. So now what we have to do is assign box 2. There I will assign some width and height properties. I will assign 450 px for box 2, as well as I will assign some 250 px for box 2 also, and I will assign some different color as background color is equal to dark cyan color. Save this one. Now we can see there is 2 more boxes, seems to be like this. So we have to assign some float. You can refer, I discussed about this float topic in previous session. You can now I will assign, we have to assign some margin to these 2 boxes. So what I will do is I would like to assign some space between these 2 boxes for above box and below box. For that what we have to do is we have to select one division. So I will select first box 1. So I will assign some margin. So if I want to assign some margin for box 1, I can assign box margin as 20 px. Then what it happening is margin will apply for 4 sides. Now we can see top margin, right margin, bottom margin, left margin. It will apply for 4 sides. Okay, so that what I will do is, now we are discussing about margin. I will give some rough note. So if I apply, and even margin had 4 sides, properties known as top, right, bottom and left. Even we can assign, if I assign margin as left, margin as 20 px. Now it will, this 20 px will apply to four sides, top, right, bottom, left. Now it seems to be like this, but I want to change the value for this margin. What I will do is I will comment out by hitting Ctrl/. Save this one. Now what I will do is I will assign margin, bottom. So now we can mention that specific area, means I want to apply margin to bottom only. For that, what I will do is select margin bottom 20 px. Now we can see there is space between two boxes because I selected this box one. Moreover, I applied margin to bottom only, then we can get some space between these two boxes. And hit the Ctrl+/. I will apply some comment outs by using that shortcut key. And after that, I will assign specific values for each side for this box. What I will do is I will assign margin top, I need 20 px, right, I need 40 px, bottom, I need 50 px, left, I need 60 px. So these are the values. In each side we can assign space margins to this first box. I will save this one. Now we can see there is a specific values are there. So this is the process to apply margin. If you want to apply any kind of space between these boxes, you have to entertain margin only. If you want to assign space between paragraph within the box and region, then you have to assign only padding. These are the values will you called as a spacing values in CSS to assign some space between the boxes or between this paragraph and box.